We're live.
Well, I had a
Hello,
live
world.
stream, but it's gone now. Hello world. Hello world. That's a programmer reference. It's one of the first things you should be able to write. Is hello world.
Yep.
If you can't
Welcome
write
to the
that,
Buzzy Show.
good. Buzzy,
As usual,
live.
all the funny stuff just happened before we went live, and now that we've gone live, all the
Hey
humor
guys,
has
I just
stopped.
flew in from Florida, and boy, am I tired.
Oh yeah?
Yes, those security lines are hell. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
No, really, I did. As I was saying before the show officially started, I slept for like literally 12 hours, and I haven't done that since I was a teenager. And
You were a lazy, lazy teenager.
man, I'm telling you, I'm all messed up with the whole 3-hour time difference. I got up, like I told you, I got up at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, or 4 a.m., and I had like a 15-hour day, and by the time I got to bed, had been up for like 17 hours, and I was wearing my 18-hour bra, so thank God it didn't like explode and show my, man,
At the
my
at the
muscle.
19th hour, they do tend to just fail.
They do, my muscle teats.
Sometimes
Is
there's
anybody watching?
We're live. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No. Nobody ever watches.
Nobody ever
Doesn't
watched.
matter.
Your
Yeah,
mom?
I'm pretty sure those. See, I always wondered about that. Those 18-hour bras. Like, I mean, do they have a warning label that says like this bra will self-destruct in 18 hours?
They should have a timer. They
what
should have a
happens?
timer. I think
Is it
that's
like a
not
warning
required.
bell? It's like an alarm that goes off like right before, so you're like, oh shit, I better take this off. It's gonna blow up.
There
What
should be a
happens
porn parody of 24 called 18, and it shows the adventures of the bra coming on and off.
What happens is the metal piping around the bra like sticks out and starts like slicing the breastises.
The underwire. The
it's like
underwire.
The underwear, yeah.
It's like a really cheap mastectomy if you wear the 18-hour bra beyond its time.
Cheap and slow and painful and really messy. Yeah.
It's like a back alley.
Mastectomy. Oh my god. That's horrible with a capital whore.
That's, again, it all happens within the 19th hour, which is, if you've got a problem with your undergarments physically deforming and slicing up your customers, you don't want to say, warning, don't wear past 19 hours. You want to put a spin on it, a positive spin on it. You want to call it the 18-hour, as opposed to 19 hours and your tits will fall off.
Right. Yeah.
18 hours.
It's all marketing and.
It's all marketing.
Thomas, I think that you can only say teats, not tits.
I said teats. That's just. I
tits.
said no. Well, I'm from Texas.
There ain't no teats on the radio.
You say tomato. We say.
There ain't no teats on the radio. Oh no. Sisters reference. That's great. That's great, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm
actually paying attention this episode.
Me too. I'm actually listening to what's going on.
I'm somewhat engaged.
Yeah.
I'm having to clean up my pronunciation of the word fuchsia because, again, I'm in Texas and it sounds way different. We'll bleep that. We'll bleep that.
Yeah, I did learn how to. I can't bleep the live broadcast, of course, but nobody ever watches, so that's not a problem. I can go back and I can take the YouTube video and then download it to my computer, which takes quite a while, and then put it into Windows Movie Maker, which then also takes quite a while, really long time. And then I can go in and chunk it up into little pieces and then bleep out all the bad words, which takes like half a day. So thanks for ruining my weekend. Sure.
Well, you can. You could just have a button ready. You could have a button at the ready to just mute me.
I could, and I do, but unfortunately, there's no like
warning,
10-second delay like they have on like radio broadcasts and stuff. So yeah,
well,
if you gave me a warning and said, "Hey, I'm about to curse, get ready to bleep," that might work.
I gave you a warning. My lips were moving.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's warning enough. That's warning enough.
That helped.
Again,
all right, well, I've got some
pronunciation.
I've got some actual content for the show.
It's not going to be serious, is it? Because this show can't be serious anymore, man. Last week I was bored out of my mind. You were talking about tech tips, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, oh my damn, I'm going to jump off a bridge.
Well, you could just take a nap during the segment.
I've already slept 12 hours.
Today we're going to talk about Christmas decorations.
Oh, goody.
Decorations instead of tech tips.
No, I've been working on this all week, jerks. Got a bunch of good content.
We're not going to talk about Christmas decorations. Is that just one of the many topics that we're going to cover on today's extravaganza cornucopia?
Brian's just going to take a nap while we're doing this part.
Just literally taking a nap.
Hey, let's watch Brian sleep, everybody. Yay, that's good television.
You know what?
I love this part. Watch, he's going to pick his nose while he's sleeping.
There's some sick, weird bastards out there that probably would watch me sleep for hours.
You should get your own webcam channel so that people can tune in to watch you sleep, and then they can send you messages and be like, "Hey, put your left hand in a bowl of warm water," and then you do that, and then pee yourself. And Leo, why are you watching, Leo?
Leo, hi, Leo.
Go all R. Kelly up in here. You're in trouble now.
What?
You're in trouble now.
Oh. Okay, sorry, I was not paying attention again.
Was that over your head?
No, I was just thinking about something else, like all the content that I've been working on all week to put,
let's hear it.
Let's hear the show. So, all right. So here's some stuff that I would like to talk about. Last time we talked about some other. I don't even know, what did we talk about last time? It was passwords and protecting your online identity, right? The other big threat these days is data loss. There are several ways that you could lose your data. You could get hit with malware, such as CryptoLocker or CryptoWall or one of those variants.
Well, CryptoLocker is serious business, man.
It is serious. Yeah, these are really nasty. And if you get hit with CryptoWall or CryptoLocker, hold on, Thomas. Hold that thought. What it will do is it will go and find all of your important files, your pictures, your documents, just about anything that's important. It looks for specific types of files, and it will go out and encrypt all of those files irreversibly. The only way to get those files back is by paying a ransom to the people who created the malware, and then they'll give you your files back, hopefully. So that is really bad news.
It's ridiculous. So it's just another online extortion. Don't pay an extortionist. It's gone.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. You don't want to pay them because that encourages bad behavior. That encourages them to keep doing it. So, in order to avoid having to pay them, you want to make sure that you're not going to get infected with CryptoWall, CryptoLocker, or one of those variants. Or if you do, you have a good backup. So you've got to make sure you have good backups.
Your stuff backed up, you should be all right. I have a philosophy to just not care about any of my personal data. So if it's gone, I'm very zen-like about it, and I'm like, you know what? I will start anew.
Well,
I've lost all of my personal data so many times, and I'm just cool with it.
Yeah, I can't do that. All right, we're getting feedback.
What?
Yeah. Put the headset on.
You just got feedback?
Yeah, we're getting feedback.
Hold on.
Headset. On.
Hold on.
All right, we're going to mute Brian for a minute while he's sorting out his audio issues.
Now he doesn't know what the little mute thing is.
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay, sorry. I switched my volume or my speaker to like the studio function, but
oh, that creates a theater echo.
All right.
Too much reverb.
So anyway,
the
backups will keep your data safe if you have good backup practices. There's a couple of ways that you can do this. And by the way, backups also protect against other types of data loss, such as hard drive failure, Brian, and accidental deletion. So, I mean, it's easy enough to accidentally delete some of your files or your hard drive fails because it's, 5 years old.
I have
So,
I have hard drive failure because I don't want to have hard drive failure.
Computer backups are basically the Viagra of hard drives. That's what we're trying to say.
In other words, kids, don't watch porn on your computer.
yeah,
No, actually, I think they
it's
did
not
some
good.
studies, and less malware is coming from porn sites, and more of it's coming from religious websites.
Well, that would explain why the Bible Belt has the highest rate of
Infection?
porn watching in the U.S. Like, I looked at a map of it the other day, and it showed in different colors how much porn people watched on their computers in different parts of the country. And the Bible Belt, like, Florida to Texas, that southern half of the country down there, was just red, which I guess meant they watch a lot of porn. So yeah, I guess maybe it's because they go to all these religious, because they're so religious, and they go to all these Christian websites, and somehow these hackers must be putting all kinds of porn on these religious websites. I'm sure that's the case.
Yeah, it's the hackers, not God.
Yeah,
Can't
exactly,
blame God.
exactly. Anyway, so backups. There are a couple of types of backups that
Are we
will
still
help you.
talking about that?
Yes, I'm going to get through all the content that I have, and then we can talk about other stuff.
All right.
Okay, so
But
backups.
first, we got to take a commercial break. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Now a word from our sponsor.
Word.
Actually, what was that? Is this Thomas? Are you putting this up on the screen here? What is this?
What does it say?
Unprotected sects.
When it comes to computer viruses, you're now more likely to catch one visiting a church website than surfing for porn. As with herpes, one of the peripheral embarrassments of contracting a computer virus is that everyone has a pretty good idea of what you're up to when you got it. Oh, sure, it's possible you just chastely pecked a misleading email link. But odds are you picked it up because you were dallying in one of those shady fly-by-night websites that people visit when they're seeking fulfillment. You know, religious sites. What's that? Church blogs and Christian youth forums aren't the first thing that comes to mind when you think of scareware, malware, worms, and Trojan horses. They should be. It is in its latest annual Internet Security Threat Report, Symantec, a trusted leader in infecting people, found that religious and ideological websites have far surpassed pornographic websites as targets for criminal hackers. Something about the gullibility factor, I don't know. According to the company, you're now 3 times as likely to encounter malware, insidious software that can steal your data, pelt you with spam, enslave your machine as a botnet on your local church blogs as you are on a porn site.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
That's wow. I didn't know that. Thank you.
I stand corrected.
Well, you got to stop going to all those church sites. See what you get. Well, yeah, I mean that's interesting.
Now my
I wasn't
video
aware of that. Your video is going to do that thing again. Yeah, it's fine. It'll sort itself out in a minute.
The body of Christ is actually pretty hot. He's pretty ripped.
Hey, you lost your lower third, Buzzy. I think I know what happened to it, though.
Cover your shame.
You're exposed. Yeah.
I brought something to the table with regards to.
That's good to know. I didn't know about the church websites. I mean, in general, you don't want to go to websites that you've never heard of. Now, I guess you can add church websites to the list. And like they said, don't click on links in emails. And I think just in general, if something looks suspicious, don't click on it. In fact, Brian's computer the other day had this message pop up that it's trying to update Flash or something like that, but it didn't look like it was an official update from Adobe. I mean, there was some stuff in it that looked official, but
they misspell Adobe?
No. I mean, I think they actually used the logos and all that kind of stuff from Adobe, but the window itself didn't look like an Adobe Flash update window. And I was like, this doesn't look right. This looks fishy, and so I didn't do it. And it turns out that it was malware, and somebody else that I know posted about it, and they were getting the same thing. And yeah, it's a good thing we didn't click it.
Here's the thing. I think there's a market now for not just basic computer literacy, which is vitally important for old people and young people. I think it's important that we teach tech self-defense.
Yes.
Self-defense. Like a self-defense class where you learn judo or jiu-jitsu or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or several other flavors of jiu-jitsu or karate or jiu-jitsu. There should be like, I don't know, tech-jitsu or karate
something
for
like that.
computers. Yeah, compurati maybe is a bad word. I'm just saying there's money to be made by people that can teach other people to just be able to defend themselves online from trolls and bullies and homepage hijackers and whatnot.
And I'm not looking to make any money, but I'm offering some free suggestions here for you, because it's you got to protect yourself. So don't click on stuff if it looks suspicious. Don't click on links and emails. Don't go to websites that you haven't heard of. Don't go to your church websites. Don't surf for porn. Make sure you have backups. And there's two kind of backups. There's online backups. That's where you take your data and you upload it into the cloud to a third-party website, and it's all automatic and it happens in the background, and you don't have to think about it. I love that because you don't have to think about it. It takes human error out of the equation. The other kind of backups are nearline backups, and that's basically where you take an external USB drive, you plug it into your computer, and you copy all your important files over to it periodically, once a week, something like that.
It's too much work, number one. There's more expense to that, depending on the cloud service that you use, if it's a combination of free ones. And you got to do it. You got to get another hard drive every 2 to 4 years, right? Or at least one backup.
Yeah, your backup drive, yeah. And you're going to want to put your backup drive in a fire safe. You're going to want to have a fire safe and put your backup drive in the fire safe.
The fire safe should be located in a secure location, like a mountaintop.
Yeah.
There should be,
the problem with that, you could
guards
potentially
outside the firebox.
You could potentially, store it in a bank vault, use a safe deposit box or something like that, but that's expensive, and then you have to go get it out of the safe deposit box and come back and switch it, or you have two drives, one in the safe deposit box at all times, and then you make your new backup and go switch them. But most people aren't going to do that, so I'm talking to just your average home user.
Backups should be done regularly, just like bowel movements.
That's right. It needs to be regular, or it's no good. I mean, if you have all your digital photos on your computer,
like 14 weeks.
Back it up once every 6 months, you've lost 6 months of photos.
Your backup is only as good as your last backup.
Because all the photos that matter are on Facebook. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
But
well, in a way, that's kind of
your Facebook accounts gets compromised and they take all your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to rely on Facebook for that, because I'm not sure exactly, but I don't think they store the original high-resolution photo. I think they store a lower resolution copy.
Google has a mantra, do no evil. Facebook also has a mantra, do mostly evil.
So, yeah, I myself lean toward the online backups. I use Carbonite. It's great. It's a flat annual fee.
How often do you back up? How often do you bowel movement? Back up.
It's automatic. It backs up all the time in the background automatically.
All the time, like in real time, every few seconds, it's backing up.
Anytime there's a change to one of the files that's set to be backed up, it queues it up and then backs it up.
It's called Carbonite. It's called Carbonite.
Carbonite, yeah.
Yeah, you use it because Random Roads recommends it.
Yeah, they had a good deal and radio ads and stuff, and so I wanted to support a sponsor.
I found a link to the
Carbonite
backup program on a religious website. I wonder if maybe I should click on that.
You found a link to what?
Carbonite on one of my religious sites. One of my religious sites.
Yeah, don't click it.
Carbonite, and it's spelled with 3 T's.
Yeah, just go to Google and search for carbonite.
That's probably a better idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better idea. So anyway, something like carbonite, I like that one because, like I say, it's a flat fee every year. You don't have to pay based on how much data you're storing. It's like $100 a year or something like that, and it doesn't matter how much data you upload. And I have a lot of data, so it's a good deal
I
for
see.
me.
Try it for free. I'm going to go with the try it for free. Are you shilling for carbonite on accident, or?
I'm not
It's
really.
not.
I'm
It's
not
not. You're
saying
not. You're
you
not
have to
for
use carbonite.
carbonite.
I'm not
There's
saying it has
others
to be
that do it.
carbonite. It's
Carbonite's
just
just the one that you use.
that's the one that I use. It's a good one, and I can vouch for it. There are probably other ones that are really good. I just don't. I'm not as familiar with their pricing structures and everything you get, so I just can't vouch for the other ones. But do your research. Get a good online backup solution.
Get your ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Get
So
online. Go with a backup solution. We're going to table that one. We got it. Everybody's got it now. We're going to back up our stuff. Otherwise, we lose it. If you don't back it up and you lose it, I got nothing for you. I'm going to laugh in your face. I'm going to point.
Rob, I want
use carbonite.
I want to thank you for sharing these tech tips. They were really helpful. All right.
yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's the next one? We're
All right,
running out of time.
So the other things, the other threat mitigation, besides just safe computing practices and backups, are you got to have good anti-malware software. Okay, so what's going on over there? Oh, it's Bubba.
Bubba, and he's barking.
That's great anti-malware. Malware tries to get into your house, the dog eats them.
What do you think of tech tips, Bubba?
I think it's.
And there you have it.
It's over his head.
The opinion from the mouths of dogs.
Right on cue.
Right on cue.
Did you hear a barking button, or was that just a coincidence? Oh.
You heard it firsthand. Okay, now shut up.
It's getting redundant now. We heard you the first time.
Innocuous.
So, what's the next tech topic? I want to get to the decorating.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let me breeze through the rest of this here. So, like I was saying, anti-malware software such as Malwarebytes Anti-Malware, really good program. It's free, and you can do on-demand scanning. I'm going to mute your microphone, Brian. This is out of control. Anyway, you can do on-demand scanning for free, and then I think it gives you like a free trial for 90 days or 30 days or something of the real-time protection, which is otherwise a paid subscription. It's probably worth it. Get the paid subscription if you can afford it. It'll protect your computer in real time from malware threats. It's not going to be 100% effective. Nothing is, but it's a good first line of defense. So let's see if
online defense, you can get what you've paid for, and if you're not paying anything for online defense, you're not doing anything for online defense, well, you're going to lose all your stuff. Pay money for halfway decent solutions rather than not paying anything and getting
some of the free solutions, some of the free programs out there are just about as good as some of the paid ones, like with antivirus programs. There's some really good free antivirus programs out there, and there are some really good paid ones. So just do your research. I'm not going to give you a list of the best ones. Just do the research. There are plenty of lists out there. So just do some research on your own. Find a good antivirus program, install it, keep it up to date. That's the key. You got to keep your antivirus and anti-malware definitions up to date. Otherwise, it doesn't do any good. And then, lastly, this is one that I've just recently started doing the other day. In fact, is using a little Chrome add-in called AdBlock that
I love AdBlock.
blocks advertising.
I've used for years.
Yeah, people have been telling me about it for a while, and I usually don't have. I don't mind the ads. I just kind of ignore them. But with the whole crypto, was it Crypto Locker?
It's coming in through ads.
The new one, yeah, the Crypto Locker. There was a campaign where it was coming in through ads, malicious ads.
Vectors for infection.
Yep, they are. So it's about layers. You got to have layers. It's like an onion. You got to protect yourself with layers. So block the ads. antivirus software, anti-malware software, backups, safe computing practices. They're all layers to help protect you. So, do everything you can, and
And you'll
you'll
still
have a
fail.
good shot. So
But
that's all
you'll
I got to
fail with
say on
stuff
that. That's my tech tips for this show.
for the week. Tech tips for the week.
Yep. Not the
WEAK.
WEAK, not the weak. I'm
Tech
not
tips for
implying
the
that
weak and
that
feeble.
our audience is weak mentally or otherwise. Just
Probably
saying.
physically as well. I mean, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger by going to the gym and installing CryptLocker. No, wait.
No, you want to
Carbonite.
not install CryptoLock.
Not
Carbonite,
install
yes.
CryptLocker. Carbonite.
Carbonite is
The
kryptonite.
thing that
Wait, not
hurts.
kryptonite. I'm conflating
Kryptonite.
two different things.
We'll figure it out. I've got it tabbed out. So I'll get to it. I always get to everything that I tab out eventually.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of that, here's another little tech tip. There's a really neat little add-in called Read It Later. Well, actually, it used to be called Read It Later. Now it's called Pocket. It's a
I like
great
Read
little
It Later
thing.
better.
Yeah, it used to be called that, but they changed the name to Pocket. But it's great. You can just open up all these things in tabs, and then go to each tab and hit the Pocket icon. It'll save it in your Pocket. You can add tags to it, and then you can it'll actually download it onto your mobile device if you install Pocket, like on your smartphone or tablet. And
I'm
then
there
you
now.
can
It's got a
take
Google sign up.
it's
If you have a
great, and
Google
then you
account,
can take your
you can
tablet or your
download it.
smartphone on a plane with you and read all those articles that you had tabbed out and saved. So you can read it with no internet connection. It's
I've been doing
really
that for
fantastic.
years just by hand, just by keeping a browser. I had like 2 or 3 different browsers, and one browser was just dedicated for crap to read later. I'd copy and paste the URL into a tab on that browser to keep my main browser slim with only 4 or 5 tabs. I'd have a whole other browser with like 800 tabs.
Wow.
I wouldn't even bother that browser. I would just, every now and then I would go to that browser, pull out a tab, make it its own window, read it, and then kill it. I used to actually on a daily basis log 5 to 40 articles a day that I thought were interesting, but I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Really want to get
Well,
back
with all
into it.
the all the websites now, they have all these bells and whistles and flashy things and all this stuff happening, and so each tab that you open up, it uses up resources, and that starts to add up. So that's another good reason to use something like Pocket, because it will.
Yeah, I
You don't have
tabbed
to
it
have all
out.
these tabs open.
Yeah, I
You
tabbed it
tabbed
out.
it out. Yeah.
So I can look at that and reduce
should-
the tabs that I've
You
tabbed
should put
out.
it in. You should put it in your pocket. Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
that's
I
a good idea.
think we lost Brian. God hates tags.
God hates tags. Hashtag God hates hashtags.
I got a great idea. Yeah, that's funny, right? If we're going to do the show for like an hour and you want to do tech tips for like a half an hour, why don't I come in like at a half-hour mark and then... Sound like a plan?
No, because I enjoy making you annoyed with all the tech tips.
Watching you cringe at
You don't
ignorance of the tech laws.
Let me tell you
I
something.
find it amusing as well, and I'm only halfway in the loop myself.
I just spent the last...
It's you we're trying to educate. You're the audience.
Can I talk? I can even talk. I just spent the last 3 days in Florida talking about stuff like this. Like
At a conference?
security and like advanced authentication, and I just don't have any interest in it anymore.
What do you
I
have an
need a
interest
break.
in? All right, next topic. What do you have an interest in?
I don't know. Anything but...
Ah,
Porn sites.
Christmas decorations.
Yeah, well, hey, 'tis the season. It's almost time to start putting up the Christmas tree.
Hold on for just a second. I got to take a call really quick. It's very important.
Okay.
I don't know if he's being facetious.
I don't know what's happening.
I think he's being facetious-like. Do
Oh.
we hold on, or do we just keep talking? I think we should just keep talking.
Now let's take a break. All right.
I've given myself a fuzzy filter. I don't
Now
know
a
if you know.
word from our sponsor. I'm
I've given
gonna take a break.
A drunken filter. Can we do a power thirst
Back.
commercial? I'm just me. feel like Big Brother. You, put some clothes on. Live. This is the equivalent of dead air. Dead air. The two hosts walked off, and the jester, the comic relief, is left holding the reins for the entire enterprise. I feel like this is my opportunity to just crash everything. I'm not sure what I'm going to say or do. It seems like profanity is too easy. Maybe I shouldn't go with profanity. I'm at a loss. I have to admit I'm at a loss. I could go talking about chess, but no, I'm not going to do that. That's just my usual fallback. I could talk about tarot cards, but no, I'm not going to do that. It's again one of my fallbacks. What am I going to do? What am I going to do now that I don't have anybody else to talk to? I'm
Okay.
nothing. You missed nothing.
Hey.
Our dead air
I'm back.
been dissolved.
I gotta go, you guys. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
In the reason why is because I only have certain windows of time that I can communicate with people in Europe, and it's already like 10 after 9 p.m. there, and because I'm traveling there soon, so I've got to like touch bases with folks over there. So
are we gonna do the Buzzy show next Saturday while you're in Europe? That would be awesome.
Maybe
Transcontinental Buzzy show.
Live from Europe.
Yeah, we might be able to. It depends.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, it depends on where I'm at. If I'm in a certain location where it's feasible, but I don't know where I'm going to be on Saturday. I might be. No, I know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm going to be. Well, I don't want to say where I'm going to be, but I should be available.
You'll be in an undisclosed location.
An undisclosed location, and it's got to be a war zone. There's got to be fireworks and missiles flying over your head. We'll see you then.
All right, that'll be cool.
Hey,
once you're gone, we'll just talk about it.
If I can't for some reason, and I don't get a chance to talk to you guys because I'm not going to be back for several weeks.
And you're in a war zone.
I'll talk to you, Rob. Have a wonderful Christmas.
All right.
You told us before you died horribly in a war zone.
Yeah. Yes.
That makes it so much better for our viewership.
I'm going to be like Anderson Cooper, only with much less hair and not gray hair.
Yeah.
Our very own Anderson Cooper on the Buzzy Show.
On the Buzzy Show. Okay, guys.
All right. Well, be safe over there. Travel safe. Have a good time.
Travel dangerously.
Merry Christmas.
Make our ratings better.
I'll see you hopefully later tonight. I'll call you later, Rob.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. I'm glad that I could show up for a few minutes.
Yeah. It's good. All right. Well, we'll talk to you soon, and hopefully next week.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Live long and prosper. I don't know how to do it.
It's like that? No.
Live long and prosper.
That's it. Is that right?
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's yeah.
I don't know what to do with the thumb for live long and prosper.
Uncontrollable urge to.
And if it's upside down, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is.
But that reminds me of something. I'm going to see if I can find it and share it real quick.
God hates hashtags. Oh, that's funny.
That's Brian's. That was Brian's, and I had to use it.
Yeah. Well, he's gone, but his lower third tagline lives on. So. So.
His hashtag lives on.
His hashtag lives on.
Now that he's gone, we can talk about something other than technology. In which case, I will share a screen. I'm going to be sharing a screen here that I saw interesting recently on the interwebs. Here it is shared.
I see. Guide to signs.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Drive by flickering. Have a tiny sandwich. Okay, bye. I like long walks on the beach. Waffle time. Smaller penis. I gotta go poop, apparently, is one
I
of
gotta
them.
poop, yo.
Massive erection. Massive erection. Massive erection. I think massive erection and small penis used in conjunction are kind of funny. Bunnies for life. Life is spelled whimsically with a Y. Ah, my finger! Or, zombies attacking. Blord. I don't know what that means. Unicorn hiding behind a rock. Turkey for dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Great. Turkey for dinner. Yo, two students got a question. Okie dokie. Artichokey. Yeah, that's racist.
Well, that's funny.
I didn't share that. I didn't share that.
I got my own gang sign. I don't know if you know this one.
Was it the 503 area code?
The 503. Yeah, have I shown you this?
Yeah, I've mastered it. We used to flash it at each other as we were driving through Seattle.
Oh, nice. Yeah. 503, 503, representing.
And now that I see the translation, I think what we might have been saying was small penis, I'm a vampire.
That's okay. It can have multiple meanings.
It can mean two things. That's the cool thing about interpretation, except in dance.
Yeah. So are you guys putting up a tree this year or what?
Yeah, Brian missed the whole concept behind putting the ornaments next to each other and then calling them pine nuts.
Yeah, the Christmas tree nuts, like getting two of those ball ornaments, sticking them together, or hanging them next to each other.
Or snow globes.
Like truck nuts, but for your Christmas tree.
Festivals.
Tree nuts. Pine nuts. Festivals. I like festivals. That's a good one.
I like festivals.
Hashtag I like festivals.
I like festivals.
Oh, all right. I got to change my tagline.
I hope I spelled it right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the whole idea is you get ornaments, you group them next to each other, and it becomes suddenly obscene.
Did it look? Does it look right on my? Oh, it didn't. It wrapped or something. Ah.
What?
I got to take out my
URL.
You only have so many characters. Space.
You only have so many characters with which to. Oh, I like the way you did it better than mine.
Is this?
I put spaces in mine. I always forget you don't have spaces in mine.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to have faces. I like festivals. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna keep that up for a little while. Screw my website. I don't care about that. It's not as funny. I prefer festivals.
I made more of a distinction. It's important when going from one word to another. If there's no spaces, go to all caps to all lowercase. I don't know why more people don't do that. I think it's because they're stupid. There, like that.
I like festivals.
I don't really. The hashtag it has to be done.
Oh, that's right. I had my sound effects panel up. That's what I had up before. Okay.
That makes sense.
And what is this? Oh. Whatever. I'm supposed to clean the house, but
I'm downloading Google Effects. I like how you scheduled house cleaning at the same time.
Well, we were supposed to be done by now. I think. Oh, it's a nice tiara.
Yeah, it is.
Of course. Oh. So, I guess since Brian's not here, we could talk about a little bit more tech stuff, since it won't annoy him. I did have one other thing I wanted to talk about. Now, what do you got going? You got dog face? What did you got? You had something on your head. It was like green.
I was just randomly clicking buttons, and now I don't know how to get rid of dog face.
Oh, just click it again. Or you can go down to the bottom and click Remove All Effects.
My beard is gone.
Oh, man.
There,
I just had a really terrible idea.
Again?
Yeah, I'm not even going to say it. It was really bad. Okay, so...
you can text it to me.
One other tech topic I wanted to discuss is this new paradigm of that's the Microsoft is really pushing with Windows 8.1. This holiday season, all the computers, they've got Windows 8.1, and they all have touch screens, right? I mean, everything's touch screen now. So, I get it. Like, okay, yeah, we want it to be a uniform
Get your grubby, filthy
type
hands
of.
off the monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what they're trying to do. They want to make it, one experience, whether you're on a tablet, a phone, or your desktop computer. You want it to all have the same interface and be able to touch the screen and all that kind of stuff. I get what they're trying to do, but does it really make sense to have touch screens on desktop computers and laptops? I mean, on tablets, sure, because you don't have a keyboard. But you have a keyboard and a mouse on a laptop and a desktop, and keyboard and mice are never going to be replaced by a touch screen. They're just, they're way more efficient if you're sitting down at a desk.
I think they're overreaching. They're overreaching.
Yeah, maybe for a standing desk, maybe that would be a good use case for a touchscreen monitor, because you don't want to have your wrists at that annoying angle where it gives you carpal tunnel and hurts and all that kind of stuff, and you want to just be able to touch the screen because you're standing in front of it and you're not really creating a lot of content. You're just mostly clicking on a few things. Okay, so maybe there's a good use case for that, but other than that, if you're putting touchscreens on all the laptops and you're having like all-in-one touchscreen desktop computers and stuff, I don't know that it makes a lot of sense, because the touchscreens, they cost more. They don't look as good. Like, it looks like you're using a monitor that has dust all over it. It just the way that the light comes through it.
We're being suffocated by the trend. They're just going overboard with it.
And the touchscreens currently, you can only get them, so big. Like, they don't go beyond a certain size yet. So there's just, I don't know, it seems like they're really pushing this thing that doesn't really have a lot of benefits. So I don't think it's gonna. I think it's a waste of money.
What they're hoping to do is sell. What they're hoping to do is they're hoping to sell a tablet, and then sell another tablet with a touchscreen keyboard as a dedicated keyboard.
That would be some pretty brilliant marketing, yeah.
That's overkill. Overkill is what it was. Eventually, every single key on your keyboard will be its own touchscreen screen. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, and I've seen some different, types of non-physical keyboards. Like, you can project a keyboard onto a surface and things like that, but yeah, none of those are really taking off enough to where, they're not going to become mainstream anytime soon. So, you still need to have a physical keyboard if you're going to really generate any serious content. And you need a good pointing device if you're going to be doing certain things. Like, I mean, you're not going to do CAD on a touch screen, for example. That just wouldn't make any sense. You can't do CAD on a touch screen.
There's a lot of things that you wouldn't do on a touch screen that are not. Touch screens are just all the rage. They're just. Google's got a hard-on for touch screens. Microsoft's got a hard-on for touch screens. Everybody's happy about touch screens. I'm like, get over it. It's stop touching your screen.
Yeah, I mean, they need to stop being so. Oh, and here's another thing about touchscreens. So you know how you've probably had this happen if you work in an office environment. Somebody comes over to your desk and they're like, "Hey, can you pull up the chart on such and such? Whatever our sales numbers and whatever." And then they're looking over your shoulder and they start pointing at stuff on your screen and touching things on your screen. Well, that could be a problem now with touchscreens. If you've got that boss or that coworker that likes to come over and touch your screen, then they're going to start actually moving things around on your screen, and they might start deleting files or God knows what. It's another reason to not have a touch screen. I don't know. They don't make sense to me. What are you doing, Thomas?
I'm looking something up real quick.
Oh, okay.
I have to get an image on the screen immediately.
Oh, okay. All right. Something relevant to the current conversation.
I found it. All right, so it's relevant to the current conversation.
All right, what do you got?
You'll recognize it instantly. I mean, you've seen this before, probably in your dreams as well. Let me find the share button here. Warning, this may offend.
Oh,
We need a button that arranges by penis. And if you don't know what that is, Sales Guy versus Web Dude is what we want to. I don't think we should watch it now, but you should.
No, we can't watch videos on this thing apparently.
It doesn't work. So as you're in the fix it and post phase,
maybe I'll put a link.
Put a link
down
to
on our.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a funny video. Classic.
Yeah, that's. Our website was a tip. That's what he said. You can. What? He was like, "What's your password?" A. That was a great video. I'll stop.
Yeah. Good stuff.
When I turn, when I turn on effects, Google Effects, it seems to kill my Hangout toolbox and I lose my tagline.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Now, you were doing effects and you still got your tagline, so I don't know what's what here. I don't know how I put it pretty well together.
I think Google is still in beta.
Google has been in beta since inception.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, once they get out of beta, we're
Inception
screwed.
the movie?
No, that was a dream within a dream. That was a dream within a dream. I can see him at the production meeting. It's a dream within a dream. And the guy just walks.
It's like a dream turducken, sort of.
It's the turducken of movies.
Yeah.
Inception is the turducken of movies.
Oh, man. I could really go for some turducken right about now. I'm hungry.
I've been dreaming about turducken.
Yeah, that's deep, man. That's many layers. Many layers.
And then there was an onion on the inside of the duck. And it just kept going into parallel universes. It just I kept eating and eating. And
it reminds me of.
Now I'm seeing a personal trainer because I've got to get rid of some of the weight.
You know what would have been funny is if they had gone in Inception. Somebody should make a spoof movie of Inception where they go in 3 levels deep, and then in that 3rd level they're in the movie being John Malkovich, and then they go into John Malkovich, but they go into John Malkovich outside of all the dreams, and he's the main dreamer, and it's like this loop.
I thought they were making a sequel to being John Malkovich.
Really?
I don't know if I don't know what they would do or how they would do it, but I mean, all of John Malkovich's life is a sequel to being John Malkovich.
Yeah, they just don't film it all. Oh, all right. Well, I suppose we should probably wrap it up. I don't know if Scott's going to be joining us.
Festicles.
Festicles.com. What's my tagline? I like festivals. Okay, I'm going to leave that.
Stopped working. My tagline stopped working, and it's driving me crazy. I started talking it off and on again. Yeah, this is bugging me. I'm having technical glitch issues. I don't have a tagline, and that's driving me crazy. I feel like I should crudely write it on cardboard and just hold it at the bottom of the screen.
You can't get it. You can't get your lower third to come back on, huh?
Yeah, I turned on Google. I can't even see where it is now. Google stuff.
Google Hangout nuts.
Okay, I'm trying turning off and on Hangout.
Hangnuts?
Hangout toolbar. Everything is broken. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you. It's a little choppy. Oh, nope, lost you.
No, that was, I just turned my camera off and on.
Oh, I lost your video. Okay, still got your audio. Okay.
Yeah, I toggled my video off and on.
Oh, okay.
That way I could scratch myself without being embarrassed on the internet.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll pick my nose. Dig, 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 dig. All better.
With the echo and reverb, I was able to hear every scratch. And
how embarrassing!
I could hear all of it. For you and for the rest of us. Yeah, my tagline is gone. My tagline is dead. I've killed the tagline.
I have no tagline. I have no tagline. I have no tagline. I have no tagline. What was that? Was that Kids?
That was from the movie Kids, a very gut-wrenching experience of a film. Kids is a rough movie to watch, but very, very poignant and important
Yes.
socio-political phenomenon. It's important to watch it just to be shocked and disturbed and upset about it,
I was
and
thinking about
also laugh
putting that in my Netflix queue and watching that again. I haven't seen that since the 90s.
yeah, it stands up to repeated viewings, but again, it's just gonna hurt your soul to watch it.
Yeah,
I turned
sometimes
off
it's good to have one of those
the
gut-wrenching
story.
movie experiences. What's that other movie? There's like an Australian movie, Dogs in
Inception.
Space, I think.
Inception. I love that movie. Yeah, I haven't seen that
Yeah,
one in a long time. I
yeah,
gotta
it's another
rewatch
good one.
Dogs in Space. Hooray,
Yeah.
Dogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they're showing it.
1986.
They're
Man,
showing it locally at the
or
uh,
1987.
like once a month. They would do like a showing of Dogs in Space at Alamo Drafthouse Theater in Austin.
That's cool. I guess it wouldn't
I
be it wouldn't be an episode of the Buzzy Show if I didn't have my pirate hat on.
I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut at movies, but I'm okay with that. I'm trying to enhance my view here. There we go. Is that working? It's not working. None of my effects are working right now.
What are you trying to do?
It's trying to focus on me, but I click the button that says focus. It doesn't work. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try drawing something. It's searching for a face this long. It's just, right now I'm just seeing a message saying searching for face.
Are you trying to draw on me?
No, I'm trying to draw me, and it's just searching for face. Apparently, my face doesn't stand out. The computer's like, yeah, I don't see a face. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Oh,
Let me do something else.
that's sad.
You're, yeah, my face. Google can't see my face. Wow, I feel like I should take advantage of that. I feel like there's a million ways to make money off of Google not being able to recognize.
Yeah. I was listening to a radio
And
program, and
probably
they were talking about the
Tom
whole
Hartman.
body,
You were listening to Tom Hartman.
Tom Hartman. Yeah, they're talking about body cameras on police officers and stuff, and they were talking about whether that would be my draw app can't find your face apparently, so I'm going to turn that off. They were talking about
It's not just
doing that whole investment that Obama was talking about in body cameras for police, and how that might escalate the police state thing further, because then everyone's being recorded all the time, and they currently have this technology where they have cameras that look at license plate numbers, and then if they see that license plate number is associated with a warrant or something like that, then
they
like
act on.
it checks it in real time, and then they'll pull you over or whatever. And then somebody called into the show and said that their mother had an outstanding warrant or something, and she was just walking down the street, and a cop turned around and was driving the other way, drove past her, turned around and came up and arrested her, presumably because they had some sort of facial recognition software. Now who knows? I don't know, but
Yeah, they're called
that's the concern.
eyes. They're called eyes, and they've been doing it for years. Post offices will put up wanted
Right, 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 right,
posters.
right.
A modern day version of a wanted poster. You can't
Right.
roll back technology because, oh no, the people that make wanted posters are losing money. It's technology versus reason.
Yeah.
So what? The cops have technology that can do vastly superior things that they used to do. We don't want to limit their ability to do stuff by cutting the technology off at the knees. They were trying to do that with the music industry, and it backfired horribly.
Yeah.
Um,
You know,
Let the cops use
Tom
whatever
Hartman.
technology they have at their disposal, because I guarantee you the criminals will be able to find a counter to that technology. If it means they have to wear a B. Arthur mask 24 hours a day just to avoid being caught by
Beat her
facial
mask.
recognition officer, B. Arthur will find herself in jail, is what's happening. I mean, let them use the technology, and the technology is not always going to work. It's going to some devices and some apps are going to sink or swim on their own. The stuff that works will rise to the top. The stuff that fails will sink horribly to the bottom and drown and die.
Right. Well,
But if you don't give it a chance,
we need
if you
to
don't give it a chance,
acknowledge that technology is neither the enemy nor the
Or the
panacea.
solution.
It's not one or the other. It's just what is, and you use what you have to the best. It's a tool in your tool belt. So
Stop
I'm with
taking tools
I'm
away
with
from
you.
cops. Give them
I
more
think
tools, and they can hang themselves.
I think that so what Tom Hartman was talking about was like, well, okay, they've got these badge cams and stuff like that. Like Taser has these cameras, these body cameras and stuff that they're selling to the police departments and stuff. But Tom Hartman's point was, well, the state of the art technology in that arena is Google Glass. So let's just assume that that the cops get the state of the art technology soon, which would be something like Google Glass. Do we want that, where everything they see from their perspective is recorded and uploaded, and it can, anytime they're looking at a bunch of faces, Google Glass software can do facial recognition and say, hey, this person has a warrant, blah, blah, blah. Personally, I don't see a problem with that. I think that's actually a great idea, because then there will be less mistakes where a police officer thinks somebody is somebody they aren't and treats them roughly or arrests them mistakenly. If they
New
have
mistakes.
actual good technology that's identifying people correctly as having an outstanding warrant, then there will be potentially less human error related incidents.
They're going to have to be trained to use the new technology. And I'm going to tell you, you can't train a cop to use a taser gun without him screwing it up or her screwing it up. Cops are being given new equipment left and right, and I think they need instructions with toilet paper, because they don't seem to know how to wipe their own asses. They're killing 12-year-old girls with the technology that they have in there. I'm not saying every cop is bad or every cop is stupid, but I'm saying every human has the potential for gross stupidity when given a new tool or a new toy. They don't know how it works.
Sure, no,
Cops are
absolutely.
not
That's why
cops are
they
not
need to have
necessarily
constant training.
well renowned for their tech prowess. We give them a helmet that's got a built-in camera, and it's not the cop that's using the helmet anymore. They're not being asked to program what images are coming and going from the helmet cam. They're just asked to augment their existing uniform. The uniform is built into the uniform. It's not the cop's fault if it works or doesn't. If he's disabling it or she's disabling it on their own, there should be penalties and consequences for doing that. There should also be other types of investigations called to account as to what was going on when they weren't on the grid. I mean, if they just lost their connection because of, they were in an area with a lot of static electricity, not the cop's fault, really. I mean, the cop doesn't know how the helmet works enough to disable it or enable it on their own. But if they do happen to have enough information to disable it or enable it on its own, that could get tricky. Willfully disabling your camera by just putting something over, by putting your hand over it so it can't see you slap somebody, that's bad. That's bad.
I think there are ways that you can collect data about why the camera wasn't functioning. You can determine, oh, it was turned off. There's a physical switch on it, and the physical switch had been turned off.
It logs
or
when it's
the
on and
or
off.
the battery had been removed, or the case had been opened and the battery removed. Like you can gather data like that, so you can find out forensically why was the camera not operating during that period of time. So I think that's important if they're going to make body cameras a standard, then there needs to be some logging for forensic analysis later of what happened.
Built into the process. Logging is with the body cams. Logging is a reality. They're already logging.
Right, because if the police officer's camera malfunctions and something happens, there's an incident, and then there's no footage from his perspective of what happened, and that footage would have backed him up, then he should be able to say, look, the camera malfunctioned. It wasn't my fault. I didn't turn it off. Look at the logs. It will show you that I didn't turn it off. So, it will protect the police. It will protect the civilians. We just need to know. It's about having that information out there.
Although I did have one last thing that I wanted to do.
Oh, it looks like you're trying to take a picture.
No, no, I'm clicking on buttons on the side trying to figure out what does what. Oh,
Hey,
I'm
using
trying to.
capture.
No, I wasn't trying to. I lost my draw app. I turned it off.
Oh.
Uh, no, no, I wasn't trying to use capture. I was clicking on the side. I was trying to give myself a crown that said Google on it, but I can't find it anymore. Do you have the crown that says
Oh, yeah,
Google?
that's under the Google Effects.
Google Effects. I couldn't find Google Effects. I must have turned it off because I was trying to get my tagline to work. So I was
Oh. Is this
doing
what you're
something
looking
like,
for?
yeah, but on me, and particularly a few minutes ago when I was talking about Google, that would have been a good time to have it on top of my head. But the moment has
Uh,
passed. The moment has passed. I'll let you get to work. I got to get ready for work. I Hooray. I love
uh,
that sound effect. I love that sound effect.
I know. All
All
right,
right.
man.
Peace out, homie.
Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, and
Ah, it's
we'll
all good.
uh, we'll fix it all in post.
Yeah, keep cooking that chicken.
All right.
That's
All right, man. We'll
simple
see
version.
you next week.
All right,
All
man.
right.